Have you ever really listened to how a spiritual service is pitched in this day and age? Well, today we're going to do just that. We're breaking down a promotional script for a Vedic astrologer in Brisbane, but we're not looking at it as a spiritual text. Nope, we're looking at it as a masterclass in persuasive communication. Let's see what makes it tick.
So right off the bat, it opens with this really powerful, direct question. It's not just asking, do you need help? It's asking if you're looking for a guide to help with your challenges. That framing immediately sets up this feeling of trust and puts the astrologer forward as a solution to a problem you might not even have been able to put into words yet.
So first things first, we're going to look at how the pitch builds up its central figure, Master Sanjivram Ji. This is all about crafting an image of a guide you can trust and making a promise that feels both huge and, at the same time, really personal.
And look at this. Right away, the script jumps past the specific problems and goes straight to the results. Clarity, peace, and solutions. I mean, who doesn't want that? These words are universal, they're super appealing, and they're just vague enough to apply to anything. They're not really selling astrology, they're selling the feeling you hope to get from it. It's a classic marketing move.
Okay, so the promise has been made. But now they've got to connect with you, the audience, on a personal level. And the way they do this is by framing the problem so it feels both universal but also really specific to modern life. Let's see how they tap into that whole feeling of big city anxiety.
This line is so clever. By mentioning a fast-growing city like Brisbane, it takes that vague feeling of being overwhelmed and plants it in a real modern context. All of a sudden, your problems don't feel like your fault. Nope, they're just a side effect of your stressful environment. That makes you feel understood, and it makes the need for a solution feel way more urgent.
And here we go, the list. This is where the pitch casts a super wide net. Love, family, work, and of course that amazing catch-all term, negative energies. By throwing out all these common anxieties, the odds are incredibly high that at least one of them is going to hit home. It's designed to make you sit there, nodding along, thinking, yep, that's me.
So the script has pointed out the problem and made you feel like, okay, they get it. The next logical step? Presenting the solution. Enter the astrologer's toolkit designed to fix whatever is wrong.
This is just brilliant. It lays the whole strategy out. For every general problem they just mentioned, there's a specific kind of mystical-sounding service. You got family disputes? We've got problem solutions. Feeling those negative energies? Don't worry, there's black magic removal. This makes it seem like a highly specialized toolkit, positioning the astrologer as not just a guide, but a technician with the perfect remedy for your specific problem. You know, offering solutions is one thing, but getting people to actually believe in them, that's the real challenge. So this is where the pitch really shifts gears to build credibility. How exactly do they convince you that this astrologer can actually deliver? The first tool they pull out is social proof. The number thousands is perfect. It's big enough to sound impressive, but just vague enough that you can't really fact-check it. It just plants that little seed of doubt. Well, if thousands of other people trust him, maybe I should too. It's a psychological shortcut, and it works. And this is the emotional heart of the whole trust-building exercise. That phrase, transformed lives, is so powerful. It's not about fixing small problems anymore. This is about deep, fundamental change. It's basically a mini testimonial that builds authority by focusing on huge results, making the whole thing feel less like a transaction and more like a life-changing event.
And here, they tie it all together with a nice, neat bow. The pitch draws a direct line from the professional qualities, confidential, accurate, trusted, to the emotional results you actually want: clarity, peace, solutions. It's a simple formula. Because I am this, you will get that. Super effective. All right, the stage is set, the problem is out there, the solution has been offered, and a layer of trust has been built. Now it's time for the most important part, the call to action, the part that turns your interest into an actual phone call.
Did you notice the shift in tone here? It gets way more personal, more reassuring. Don't worry, I am here. It feels like he's talking directly to you. This is designed to create that personal connection and lower any last-minute hesitation. It's that gentle final push to just make the call.
So when you strip it all the way, what is this ad really selling? It's selling this simple four-step path. It starts where you are, confused and stressed, gives you one simple action to take, and promises a beautiful resolution. This structure turns a big, scary life problem into a manageable four-step to-do list.
And that really brings us to our final thought.
When you deconstruct this pitch, you see this really sophisticated structure that's built to tap into very real human anxieties and then offer a clear, comforting way forward. It leaves us with a bigger question, though. In a world driven by data and science, what is it about the promise of ancient wisdom that still has such a powerful pull? Definitely something to think about.